Even if you're starting with a small light, or it's your only light, you can get a big look for your photography or video with the 3 tricks that I'm going to share with you in this video. Welcome to the channel, Hayward here. Let's have a look at how a small video light, the type that many photographers and videographers carry with them in their kit today, and see how we can get it to give you some great light, make it hit above its weight class, so to speak, that can help your video and photography. Whether you have one light, this is your first light, or you just need a light to do double duty, that's the more common case these days. People are shooting both video and stills much more than they ever did. And so being comfortable with a small constant light is a real advantage. I'm going to be using the NEEWER MS150 bicolor light for this demonstration. It's a good representative small light of the type I'm talking about. NEEWER did provide this light for this video, but they're not sponsoring this video. If you are interested in what comes with this light, I have an unboxing short that I made some time ago. You can check that out. There are 3 things which are really important when you select this type of light, in my opinion. And let me go over those real quick for you. The first thing is to choose the right light. The reason I've chosen this light for this video is because it has the 3 criteria that I feel are most important. First, it's a bicolor light. Well, in the case of this light, it's variable completely from, I think, 2,700 degrees Kelvin to over 5,000. This is important because you don't know what situation you're going to be using your light in, and it's always good to be able to tweak your white balance to help it match the location you're working in. The second thing is that it must have an industry standard mount for the modifiers. It's all about the modifiers. If you've seen any of my videos, you know lighting modifiers are so important when you are doing portrait work or video work if it's endorsed to help your subject look good. A bare bulb light is not going to get the job done. So you have to have an industry standard mount so you can have compatible modifiers across all your gear. The third thing is that it be a cob light or chip on board light. This is kind of a personal preference. I like this style of light because it goes back to when I was in the film business. It looks like a lamp from the old days where a bulb is in a housing and it projects light out. Panels, there are so many different types today of light with LEDs. It's a wonderful variety. I just prefer the cob light. Okay, so the second important thing that you need is a good modifier, just as I was just speaking about. In this video, I'm going to assume, for teaching purposes, that this is the only light you're going to be using. We're just going to light a scene using this one light. So because of that, the modifier becomes really, really important. And in this video, I'm going to choose a lantern softbox. I don't know if that's the proper term. A lantern light, a lantern softbox, I don't know. Why am I choosing this one? First off, I haven't used one in years, so I wanted to try one out. But the more important reason is that if you only have one light, this modifier will do something very important. It will light your subject. It will radiate light to a reflector for fill, and it will also radiate light to a background. If you properly place a lantern, it gives you more light in an area than a softbox or a gridded softbox because it's not focused. So we're going to play with that particular modifier, and I'm going to show you how you can use one light with the right modifier to create a great look for your video or photography. Okay, so obviously if you're just using one light, it's really important how you set it up. Let me walk you through how I'm going to do a little one light setup here that will work great for portrait photography or for video and give you a fantastic look on your subject. I'm going to do a simple one light setup using the lantern modifier. I apologize for the sound. It's very echoey here in the studio. Let me do the setup real quick and then we'll walk through what it looks like. I want it to be 45 degrees overhead and very close to me. It's a small light. Now I'm going to walk in a reflector. We're very close to the backdrop, maybe 4 feet. So camera position will be here. The lantern will light me, it will light the backdrop, and it will reflect off of this white. Okay, so now I am only lit by the lantern. This is kind of like torture test, worst case scenario. I'm dressed in black, my background is black, and this is the only light on in the studio. What we're seeing here is a small light through a lantern, providing fill from this side and bringing the black up from black to a level of gray behind me. I wanted it to be dark. I mean, it's easy to light a light background, right? So we've got a very small light here, and this is sort of worst case scenario. So what you've got here, I've metered it. We are f4 at ISO 500, which is not really bad, and a 50th of a second, we're at 24 frames. You can raise your ISO and back your light away if as needed. You have some flexibility. So my verdict is I love this little light. It's doing the job great. It's got a nice big lantern modifier on it. Again, I'll leave links to all of this in the comments. This is a great tool. It's very small. You can carry it with you. Works for video, works for photography, and it gives beautiful light. I really love the soft light. That's my style. You've seen this in previous videos. So I give it a thumbs up. It's doing the job. I hope this video has inspired you on what you can do with a small video light and the right modifier to really improve your video and photography. If you got something out of this video, I hope you would hit the like button. And if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Until the next video, cheers.